Filipina tennis ace Alex Eala has officially broken into the WTA top 40 ahead of her opening round match at the Qatar Open in.
Alex Eala has just sent shockwaves through the tennis world, and the WTA establishment is reportedly far from pleased. Despite everything placed in her path, questionable calls, perceived disrespect, and moments where she appeared to be treated like an outsider, Alex Eala has officially broken into the top 40 of the WTA rankings. With each tournament she plays, she continues to climb, showing that talent and relentless determination can overcome even the toughest obstacles. This isn't just an uplifting story about a gifted athlete finding success. It's about a young woman from the Philippines rising in a system where she was never expected to go this far. It's about challenging an establishment that many believe favors certain profiles and narratives. And it's about Alex Eala refusing to be discouraged or diminished by circumstances that might have derailed someone else. Her rise has been extraordinary. Coming from a nation not traditionally recognized as a global tennis powerhouse, Eala made her mark internationally at a very young age. Now she's pushing toward consistent Grand Slam main draw appearances. Along the way, she has had to battle not only formidable opponents across the net, but also moments that tested her composure and resilience under pressure. One particularly controversial incident occurred during the Australian Open qualifiers. In the middle of a crucial rally in the first set, Eala struck a ball that appeared clearly in. Spectators could see the mark. The trajectory looked clean. By all visible measures, it seemed to be her point. However, the line call was made out. Naturally, Eala challenged the decision, confident in what she and many watching believed to be obvious. What followed raised eyebrows. Officials stated they could not make a definitive ruling on the call. Instead of awarding the point, they ordered the rally to be replayed. In tennis, replaying a completed point is highly unusual and typically reserved for specific circumstances, such as interruptions or clear officiating errors that cannot be resolved. The decision created confusion and frustration, particularly given how clear the mark appeared to many observers. The psychological impact of such a moment can be significant. Winning a point, only to have it erased and replayed, forces a player to reset emotionally and physically. It demands composure under pressure and the ability to refocus despite feeling wronged. That kind of mental disruption can alter the flow of a match. Yet despite the controversy, despite the tension, and despite the potential emotional setback, Alex Eala regrouped. She maintained her focus. She pushed forward. She won that match and advanced all the way to the final round of the Australian Open qualifiers. That response, steady, determined, and resilient, speaks volumes about her character. It highlights not only her physical skill but also the mental toughness that defines competitors who rise above adversity.
Third time.
Ready for the points.
And here comes the appeal.
But it doesn't stop there. That Australian Open incident was not an isolated moment. Throughout her career, Alex Eala has faced what many view as a pattern of questionable officiating decisions, particularly at crucial stages of matches. Time and again, she has found herself on the wrong end of calls in pivotal moments, situations where the interpretation of rules appears inconsistent when she is involved. From the very beginning, as a player coming from outside the traditional tennis pipeline and representing a country not typically associated with elite tennis power, Eala has had to fight for recognition, respect, and opportunity. While other players seem to receive the benefit of the doubt, favorable scheduling, and supportive narratives, Eala has had to earn everything the hard way. She has often needed to dominate convincingly because she cannot assume tight matches will tilt in her favor. She has developed extraordinary mental strength because she understands she cannot rely on momentum or officiating alone. In many ways, she has had to be twice as good to receive half the acknowledgement. What makes Alex Eala remarkable is not simply her skill, it's her response. She has not allowed adversity to define her. She has not relied on complaints or excuses. Instead, she has stayed focused, continued improving, and kept winning. Even in moments where frustration would be understandable, she has remained composed and professional. And now, despite the perceived obstacles and disadvantages, she has broken into the top 40 of the WTA rankings. That achievement carries significant weight when viewed in context. Consider the level of competition she faces. Many of her opponents have grown up with access to elite training facilities, world-class coaching from childhood, and financial backing from established tennis systems. They come from nations with deeply rooted tennis infrastructures and strong sponsorship networks. Eala did not begin her journey with those same structural advantages. She had to carve out her own path, building opportunities through persistence and performance. Now she is defeating players who once appeared to have every advantage over her. With each tournament, she climbs higher. With every ranking point earned, she reinforces the idea that determination and talent can outweigh circumstances. She is creating momentum that the broader tennis world is beginning to recognize. There is also a larger conversation surrounding how institutions promote and manage talent. Professional tennis operates within established frameworks of rankings, branding, and marketability. Some observers believe that players who align more closely with traditional expectations may receive greater visibility or support. Eala's journey challenges those assumptions. She has demonstrated that success does not require fitting into a predefined mold. It requires resilience, discipline, and belief. Perhaps what unsettles critics most is that she is still developing. She remains young, hungry, and focused. Entering the top 40 is not the finish line, it is a stepping stone. The top 20, the top 10, and deep Grand Slam runs are realistic ambitions if her current trajectory continues. With every match, she gains experience at the highest level. With every victory, she strengthens her confidence. Regardless of narratives about favoritism or institutional bias, one fact remains undeniable. Eala continues to rise. She has won matches despite adversity. She has advanced through tournaments under pressure. She has climbed the rankings through performance. That level of resilience and competitive fire separates promising players from truly great ones. The top 40 is only the beginning. She possesses the technical skill to compete with elite opponents, the mindset to endure challenges, and the drive to exceed expectations placed upon her. For the Philippines, she represents a new chapter in tennis history. For the sport itself, she represents growth, diversity, and expanding global reach. Eala's journey is unfolding in real time. She is breaking barriers, challenging perceptions, and doing so with composure that commands respect. If this is what she can accomplish amid controversy and pressure, the possibilities ahead are even greater. Her story is still being written, and the tennis world is watching.